Amazon just did a big blowout sale on video games, and I picked up a decent stack, plus another new controller. Yes, I know. And a new release. It's the Bargain Game Hunter. So yes, Amazon did a very random big blowout sale on video games where a bunch of stuff was anywhere from 10% to like 70% off. And it was a lot of interesting titles that you don't see a ton of on sale. So I decided to grab them, and I think I got a good selection. I'm missing one game that hasn't come in yet, which I will show when it comes in. And then I'm also missing another item, which I ordered a while ago. It got delayed in terms of shipping until Monday. It was supposed to come out when it released on Friday, but it is what it is, so I'm going to include that in this video since it got delayed. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff, and good stuff it is, because we have some pretty quality titles for today's pickup episode. We're going to start off with a double dip. Yes, I know. I've been outspoken in the past where I don't think double dipping, aka having the same game on multiple platforms, is completely necessary. Now, sometimes you might want to do it if you have, say, an original copy of a game on its original platform and then like a remake or a remaster. That's one thing, but to have literally the same game on multiple platforms, it's debatable. Now, I normally am not one to do that. However, I will say that Easy Gamer has been a little bit of an influence on me when it comes to that. He double dips all the time, and I've started to do so. I actually have another game I want to double dip on because I have a feeling it's going to be a good move. But I double dipped on this. Technically, it's a triple dip when you think about it. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection on the Switch. I already have this game on the PS4. I also have the arcade 1-up. So this is the third platform that I have the Marvel vs. Capcom collection of games on. I mostly got it because A, it was on sale for a good price. It was like $26. And B, I don't know. I just have a feeling MVC is going to be one of those games that will go up in price later on. So my thought process is I will play one of them, probably the PS4 version, because I can play it on PS5. And then I'll keep probably this one sealed. So that way I'll have a sealed copy in addition to a copy I can play on. So, yeah, I mean, it's a double dip, but I think I did it for a good price. And I mean, I don't see this game dropping too much lower in terms of cost. It'll probably get discontinued and start to go up before it goes any lower than 26. So, there you go. Next up on the Switch, a game I've heard about. It looks interesting. We'll see how it is, but I figured I'd pick it up. We have Deer Simulator on the Switch. It's another one of those really goofy looking, like physics-based games. I don't know. It looks bizarre. I figured I'd add it to the collection. It's not one you see very often. That's going to be the trend for the vast majority of these games. These are not games you're going to just walk into a GameStop and find. So I figured I'd pick this up, might as well. Then we have Virtuaverse on the Switch. This is a limited run release, not a number one, but it's a distro game. It looks like a cyberpunk, like old school 2D point and click adventure. It sounds really cool. I'm a sucker for that kind of game. So I figured this would be a fun addition to the collection. So there we go. And then we have some PS5 games. This one is another recommendation from Easy Gamer. He picked it up a little while ago. Of course, it's a loose disc, but it is what it is. We have Internal Drift on the PS5. Internal Drift, I think. It's a really cool looking, like, really stylized racing game. It looks really cool. I like the art style. It's very, like, 80s neon inspired, so I'm always down to try kind of unique racing game, and this one sounds cool. It's got all the DLC and all that, so there you go. This one I've thought about picking up a few times. I didn't, only because It wasn't something I absolutely had to pick up, but I found it on sale for a really good price, so I figured I might as well. We have Tales of Grace's F remastered on the PS5. This is a remaster of a classic. It's one of the Tales games, so figured it'd be good. It came out, I think, late last year or early this year, one of the two, but I mean, I paid very little for it, so. And then, the biggest pickup, and this was the game I paid the most for, but considering what it goes for and considering the fact that it's a collector's edition, I think it was a good pickup. Especially because my local GameStop has a physical copy of this on PS4 in stock. I have never seen the Xbox version in stock anywhere. So I figured I'd pick it up. It looks interesting. I, of course, will do an unboxing for it on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. But we have the collector's edition of Paradise Killer on the Xbox Series X. So this is a first-person investigative, like murder mystery type game. Has a very nice stylized art style, has some cool stuff involved. I don't know. I figured this was a cool addition to the collection. It was only like $44. So when you consider you get a big, bulky collector's edition like this, I think that's a good pickup, especially for that low of a price. So that's everything I've gotten so far. I just dropped a bunch of it. Stop! There's more coming. I've got one game that hasn't come in yet, and then I've got my new controller. Yes, I got another controller, and I'm sure you'll be able to see why I got it when it comes out. Alright, I am back, and we have 2 more items to show off. One more is coming at the end of the week, so we're not quite done, but we're almost there. So, we'll start off with the last game I got from the Amazon Blowout sale, and this one's pretty interesting. It's also one of the cheapest. It was like $12, so pretty good value if you ask me. We have Endless Dungeon, the Day 1 edition on the Xbox Series X. It looks like it's a roguelike, tactical action, dungeon crawler type game. Sounds cool. It was really cheap. Figured I'd pick it up, and it comes with a cool big box and some extra goodies, so figured that was worth a snag. And then this one, I'm pretty excited about. I'm sure you already know. I am the biggest sucker for limited edition controllers, and I absolutely do not need any more. But come on, this one is way too cool not to. And plus I got it for cheaper than the upped price that Microsoft is now charging, because Microsoft just rose the prices on all their hardware. And I actually got this for under the original price that it was priced at, which is pretty crazy. So, but yeah, this is just too cool not to. We have the Doom The Dark Ages Xbox Series controller. It's modeled after the Doom Slayer. I mean, come on, that thing is sick looking. So we're going to do an unboxing, of course, of that and of Endless Dungeon. So be on the lookout for that. Also on the channel by the time this comes out. Those will already be open. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, on to the final recap. Alright, it is time for our final recap. I know, it's already time. This was just a pretty short pickups week, to be honest, so I don't have a whole lot to say besides the big Amazon sale. I did get a couple extra pickups that I'll show off, but pretty short week. So we'll start off with a game that I pre-ordered that I actually got the first game fairly recently, I believe off of Woot, and this just came out. I've heard this game, at least the first one, is great, but now I have the second one, which just came out, so pretty exciting. We have Spirit of the North 2 on the PS5. You play as a fox. It looks cool. It's like a dark platformer. Sounds cool. Figured I'd give it a shot since I have the first one especially, so might as well. I paid $30. It's worth $30. So pretty happy with that. And then the other game I picked up was from Woot. Now, I also ordered a few other things from Woot that I traded into GameStop, which you'll learn about on the next episode. But I did pick up one game that I just decided to add to the collection. And then as Morcol Regast's Rage on the PS5. Also, shout out to Easy Gamer, who also picked this up. I showed him what I got, and he's like, oh, I don't have that. So he added it to his collection, too. So we both picked this game up. It's like a hand-drawn 2D action game. I've never heard of it, but it was fairly cheap. It was $20. and it's worth $33, so pretty good there. And then here's all the stuff you've seen already, but we'll walk through it. So for the big special editions that I unboxed, which you'll see those unboxings on the channel, we have Paradise Killer on the Xbox Series X. I paid $46 for the collector's edition. It's worth $73, so that was a pretty good pickup there. Then we have Endless Dungeon, the Day 1 edition on the Xbox Series. This one I paid, I think, like $12 for on Amazon. Yeah, $13. It's worth $30. Next, we have Deer Simulator on the Switch, a weird-looking game. It's not one you see super often. Also, I finally saw a copy of this at GameStop, and it was selling for $40 pre-owned. I paid less than that, and I got it brand new. I paid $23, and it's worth $32. So clearly, GameStop is overvaluing it. Then we have a double dip, but I think this one's a good one to double dip on. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection on the Switch. Now I have both the PS4 and the Switch version, so I can play it on the go, or play it at home, or play it on my arcade machine. Whatever. Lots of ways to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I paid $27. It's worth $35. Then we have Virtuaverse on the Switch. Really interesting looking game. Excited to try that out. Paid $17. It's worth $35. Then we have Tales of Grace's F remastered on the PS5. Paid $28. This one's worth $37. And last but certainly not least, and a game I'm going to have to open because the disc is loose, we have Inertial Drift Twilight Rivals Edition on the PS5. Also, shout out to Easy Gamer. He's the one who suggested this game. It looks really cool. I love the stylized, like 80s looking art, so figured it was worth a pick up. This one I paid $18 and it's worth $25. Oh, and of course, can't forget the most important item of the lot, and that is, of course, my Doom the Dark Ages Xbox Series controller. I unboxed this on the channel. Look how gorgeous it looks. Yeah, this is honestly one of the best looking Xbox controllers that have come out in a long time. That one I paid $75 for, and it's worth $80 because I actually got a discount on it somehow. Even though Microsoft just announced that the price of all of their like accessories are going to go up, somehow I got a discounted rare controller, so can't complain there. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, that way you know when new videos drop. Now we'll see you in the next episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.